Hi! Hello, welcome. Welcome back to Radiant Tale. I'm still sick. I'm just gonna straighten that up a bit. It was bothering me. Yeah, so we're back today with more Radiant Tale. The plan today is to do at least a couple chapters, because it is like a couple weeks now until the next game comes out, so I want to try and like line it up so we're finishing Vilio's route in time to stream the next one when it comes out. Hopefully, if it arrives before Dawn Trail comes out. Because if you don't know, the next Radiant Tale game, the release date is the day before the Dawn Trail release. The early access. So I'll be playing that when it comes out, so I don't know if I'll stream if it doesn't arrive. So I hope it arrives. Anyway, that's all for a couple of weeks. We are here today with Vilio. I think we're on chapter 7, maybe. I think we have about 4 chapters left, 3 or 4, I think. So I'll try to get through a couple today. Yeah, let's go see him. The day after we'd watched Vilio devouring fiends in Kalida's woods. Per Ginia's order, the security forces scoured the area for any stragglers, but to no avail. The fiends were all gone. He was so hungry. Meanwhile, we continued to rehearse for our Kalida show to help Colvius grow. However, the prince seemed to be having second thoughts. I couldn't blame him, considering how many fiends we'd seen yesterday. Hi Isaiah, welcome! Welcome! We are back with Radiant Tale today. We're gonna do at least two chapters today to catch up before the next game comes out. So yeah, video time. That's all the more reason that the show must go on. Yes, Ginia. It was surprising to hear that coming from Ginia and no one else. Yeah, I'm still ill. I'm better than I was, but I am still a bit sicky. We may have cleaned up the fiends and the existing fiends in town. But more of them will be born if people continue to feel anxious and pessimistic. True. True. Are you saying we can prevent a fiend outbreak if we entertain lots of people with our show? Yes, he's such a smart boy. I see. That is certainly better than taking no action at all. You're struggling with Jordan's route? No, I think Jordan's pretty nice. I like him. So I hope it goes well. I hope you get him. This was more than anything I could have hoped for. All this time, there was nothing I could do, even when Vilio was racked with pain from devouring fiends. It had frustrated me to no end. Now, I had renewed determination. You wish this a lot of games. Yeah, there's been lots of announcements over the past few days, right? I have a few games I want to get, but I try not to set my heart on too many. I try to be reasonable. We'll see how it goes. I've got to make this show a success. Not only for Colvius' growth, but also to help lessen Vilio's burden. I made you some hot soup. Think you can eat? Whoa! Jump scared. Is his head as black permanently now? Yeah, just leave it there. I'll eat it later. Ever since the incident in the forest, I've been visiting Vilio in his tent. He's skipping through the route. No! He's pushy, I guess. I think he's funny. That's my opinion. I think all the guys in that game are funny, apart from, I can't remember his name, the guy with the black hair. He's just kind of nothing. In my opinion. Ever since the incident in the forest, I've been visiting Vilio in his tent. I usually came around noon, when the sun reached its zenith. Still in rough shape, huh? I don't understand. Before you could get back on your feet with just a little rest. Well, there are all sorts of fiends. Takes a long time to purify a strong one. In his tummy. Refilling the water jug beside me, I asked him another question. I can see that you're in a lot of pain. But, in your own words, how do you feel after eating those fiends? It's kind of hard to describe. His eyes have kind of changed color as well. They're like more reptile-like. Since they're taking negative emotions, it feels wretched and miserable. I keep hearing sad voices in my head and my chest hurts. It made me realize all humans bear these kinds of emotions. But these emotions aren't really mine, so they go away over time. Keith is my favourite character in that series, but I'm not excited for his route at all because I don't like to ship him with the main character. Like, he's my favourite character, but he does not belong with Katrina at all. They are siblings, in my opinion. I like that relationship, not the romantic one. But these emotions aren't really mine, so they go away over time. Anyway, you could say it feels like getting heartburn from eating too much. It's just taking me a little more time to heal because I ate more than usual. No need to worry about me. I'm feeling good enough to get out of bed now. I still don't think you should be in a hammock after doing all that. Excuse me. He frantically waved his hands when he saw my gloomy face. The others have started rehearsing, right? Tell them I'll be there soon. Have you seen your hair? It's still black. As Vilio made to stand up, I pressed a hand over his head and made him sit back down. Sit down now. I know, I feel the exact same thing about Keith. Like, I think he's a really good character and I really like him. But he's not a romance interest in the main character. Not at all. In my opinion too. I agree with you. The lingering colour of his locks meant he had yet to fully recover. I'm not going to let you rehearse until your hair is red again. Let us handle all the show stuff. Fine. I'll be a good boy until my hair colour goes back to normal. Good. We have some fresh fruit, so let me know if you want any. Vilio stared at me, pouting. He's like a child. He's like, I've been told off. What? Was it something I said? Nope, it's just... How do I put it? You're kinda acting like my, Yeah? Yes, Vilio? I raised a brow in confusion. Like your girlfriend? Oh no. Even though I was joking, he froze up from head to toe. Oops. I covered my mouth in a hurry, though it was too late. My girlfriend? No, wait. I'm not just saying we're a couple or anything. I mean, you know, couples usually get so close they could play with each other's hair, so, yeah, can't be us. Yep, I was spouting absolute nonsense by now. Even I was totally lost. Vilio looked unruffled as he gave a shrug. You got a point. Couples are so close that they're stuck to each other like glue. All the lovebirds in Orions are like that. I know, right? They're always caressing each other's hair, holding hands, and hugging. And they also, give each other thoughtful gifts. Yeah, okay, Vilio, yeah, they do that. Good job, buddy. I thought he was going to say mom as well. Right then, he pulled out a pendant adorned with a great big jewel. It was the Lacrima replica I gave him back in Orions. Hi James, welcome. Welcome to Radiant Tale time. So you still have it?
あんたからもらったんだ。当
Of
然だろ。
course I do. You give this to me.
それにこれ、邪気を払うって言ってた
Besides,
の。
I feel this thing really
本当
does
かも。
ward off evil.
さっきも言った通り、
Remember what I said
魔物を
before?
食った後は
Sometimes I feel
暗い
like all
感
the
情に
negative
潰
emotions
され
of
そ
the
うになるん
fiends
だ
I
け
ate
ど
are
さ。
gonna crush me.
これを握ってあんたのこと考えると、
When I
なんと
hold
なく
this, I think of
胸
you,
のあたり
though.
があった
A
かくなった
warm,
ような気がし
pleasant
て。
feeling spreads through my chest and chases them away. Is that so? Is that so, Vilio? Hmm?
少しだけ苦しさが
Then
和らぐん
it
だ。
hurts a little less. He looked so radiant when he said that. Before I realized it, I'd averted my eyes. Anyway, clearing my throat, I led this conversation of ours back on track. Rest up until the purification is over and done with. Don't worry about the show. We're getting things ready now, and the others have been tutoring Colvius.
本当にいいのか？
You
俺だって
sure you don't need my help?
少しは手伝えるぞ。
No, you've been working too hard by yourself. Rely on us for once. Let us take care of the show, and... My lips stopped moving as Mum's words came back to me. Oh yeah, we brought her parents back on this route as well, didn't we?
あなたの気持ちを伝えてみたら？
How about you try telling him how you
無理しないで。
feel,
って
and maybe ask him not to exhaust himself?
私にとって一番
Your
大切な
father
人は
is the
あ
most
なた。
important person in my life,
だから
so
無理してほ
I
し
don't
く
want
な
to
い。
see him overwork himself. And let us help you with your theme mission too.
いや、それは。
But that one is... Hi Nika, welcome! Welcome! I know how important it is. Believe me, I do. But this isn't about that. I just want you to lean on me some more. I'm worried about you. Please stop pushing yourself so hard. Treasure yourself more. My mum had given me this encouragement. The encouragement I needed to say all this. Vilio kept quiet while I expressed my feelings. Only once I finished did he speak up again.
ありがとな。
Thanks, Cirrus.
でも、
But
悪い。
sorry, I can't do
無理
that.
すんなって言葉にはうなずけない。
And why not?
あんたも、分かってんだろ。
You know it too, don't you?
今は無理しなきゃい
I
けない
can't
時
afford
な
to
んだ。
take it easy now. I've got to push through. My words had reached his ears, but not his heart.
俺は、この世界に溢れ始めてる魔物を
I can't ignore all
放っ
those
ておくこ
fiends
とはできない。
when they're starting to take over the world. Vilio,
大丈夫だって。あん
It's
たの気持
okay.
ちはちゃんと受
I
け取った
understand
か
how
ら
you
さ。
feel.
ショートポリビスのことはみん
Ah!
なを頼らせてもらうぜ。
I want this cough to go away. So I'm gonna leave the show to Colvius. Leave the show and Colvius to you guys. There you go. I can read.
さて、
All
回
right.
復するためにも
Guess I
もう
should get
少
some
し寝る
sleep,
かな。
or else I won't recover anytime soon. He laid down in his hammock as if he had nothing more to discuss. So that was how it turned out. The other circus members and I would handle the show's preparation and Colvius's lessons. It took a little weight off Vilio's shoulders, I had to admit. Yet the only one who could consume fiends was Vilio. Even if it was our #1 problem, no one could do it in his stead. Yeah, sad. It's not like he chose to be born as an archdragon. Why does Vilio have to take on such a cruel task all by himself? I wish I could be as strong as him. Yeah, exactly. He needs to take care of himself. He can't be like pushing himself too much because there's only one him. It hit me then how impossible it all was. I had no other choice but to sneak out of the tent, taking care not to wake him.
いやー疲れた疲れた
Man,
前足
I'm
も
beat.
後ろ足もくったく
My
ただ
feet
ぜ
are sore from all that walking. Oh, welcome back, you two. Did you hand out all the flyers?
想像以上の反響だった。
People are more
みんな
excited
我
about the
先
show
に
than I had
持って行ってくれ
imagined.
たからな。
They were clamoring to take the flyers. Why is Radio K in
やは
this
り以
room
前の借り高を
after
見て
bringing our parents
ま
back?
た来たいと思って
Why
く
is
れ
this
た
a
人
thing?
が多いのだろう。
I suppose there are plenty of people who wish to see our performance again.
盛況の理由はそれだけじゃねえぞやっぱ
And you
一
know what
番
makes
で
them
か
so
いのは
eager
これだろ
to peep this show? A thrilling second show from Circus. This time, we're joined with by a very special guest, Prince Colvius. Don't miss it if you want to see His Highness on stage. Wow, name dropping the Prince really made an impact. Glad that we had him with us.
ああ、おかげで大きな噂になっている。
Agreed. Our show will become the talk of the town thanks to him.
あのコ
Like
ル
it
ビス
wouldn't
王
be
子が目
anyway
覚め
after last
て
time.
皆のためにショーをすると。
They're all excited to see Prince Colvius perform for them now that he's recovered. Ah! I'm dying. Thank goodness the advertising went well.
ま想定してたよりも反響が大きすぎて
I'd
コリ
say
ブ
this
スは
is
街に出づらくなってし
unprecedented
まったけど
excitement
ね
is going to make it hard for Colvius to walk around town.
その点は配慮に欠けていた。
I regret that he
コリ
cannot
ブスは
thoroughly
街を
enjoy the
楽しむ
city
機会
now.
が減ってしまって。
We should have given this
申し訳なく
more
思う。
consideration. I mean, something like this would have happened sooner or later, considering he's a prince. Though, I do agree we could have come up with a better plan. I turned around to the show tent behind me. We only have 1 week left before the big day. Just like last time, we'd set up our show tent atop the Sage Tower's roof. Then we taught Colvius everything we could while doing simple rehearsals. I wonder what cute
そ
chimneys
れじ
we'll
ゃあ
get
コリ
this
ブス
time.
僕の動きをよーく見ててね。
Keep your eyes on my hands, alright? Blip. That was nice. Oh,
こうして水を細かく動かして
move the water
星を
carefully
た
like
くさん
this
作ってみよう。
and try and make lots of stars.
君には強い魔力があるからお願いを聞いてくれる精霊さんの数も僕よりはるかに多いけど
Yeah, that reading with the parents was like bad. It was a little better on this route, I think. But Brady is stupid. He's a stupid idiot, and I'll never see him the same way ever again because his route sucks. That's my opinion. Your mana is stronger than mine, so more spirits will come to grant your wishes.
でもその分力を持て余してる
You have much
これ
more
は
mana than you can
その
handle,
制御
though.
のための練習だよ
So let's focus on how to control it.
魔法を自在に操ることができれば
Once you get your
演
magic
目
under
の幅も
control,
広がるからな
you'll be able to do a wider variety of acts.
細かい
Hi,
技術
Chunky,
面は
welcome.
俺が教えてや
Welcome back.
る王子だからって手加減は抜きだ
It'll get technical for you, but keep this in mind. I'm not gonna go easy on you simply because you're a prince. Oh, Sephora.
はいよろしくお願い
Oh,
します
Sephora. I can't wait to do your route in the next game. Okay, I'll try and get it down pat. He's working really hard. Colvius has been practicing for 3 hours straight without rest. I want to 100% it, so I'm gonna do his route on the fan disc. I don't think I'll enjoy it. I don't think the prince has a route. I think in the next game, Jinya and Leon do. And then the usual suspects as well. I'm like not looking it up because I want to do like a reaction when I see it in the game, but I wonder if we'll see the prince like grown up in the next game. I hope so. A smile bloomed on my face at the little prince's effort.
コリブスは努力家だな。
Corvius is a hard
全然
worker.
疲れた様子も見
He
せ
does
ていない
not seem tired at all.
昨夜はステップの復習をしたいからと共に遅
Last
くまで
night
練
we
習していた
practiced
のだ。
until late at night because he wanted to review the movements. With you too? He even came to me early this morning to ask for some production advice.
あいつ物覚えもいいんだよな。
That kid has a good
開園の
memory.
前工場も
He
すぐ
memorized
覚
his
えてる
intro
し
lines in no time.
こりゃあれだな。王子廃業してもパフォー
At
マーで
this
食ってい
rate,
けるな。
he can hang up the crown and make a living as an entertainer. Right then, a flabbergasted voice reached our ears. Is it a lest? Is it a lest? Is it a lest?
演技でもないこと言
No,
わないでちょうだい。
I want a
コレブ
lest.
ス様が
I
王に
can't
継がなか
believe
った
a
ら
lest is
この
gonna
国が滅
root.
びちゃうじゃないの。
The glass has got a lest. A lest. I want a lest to get a root so bad. Can you not say such ominous things? Our country will fall if His Highness fails to ascend to the throne.
そんなことになったら、私は華麗なる貴族様か
Yeah, I
ら
wanna
華
spend
麗な
time
る
with
無
them.
職にクラスチェンジよ。
If that happens, I'll no longer be a great nobleman. I'll be the great jobless grown-up.
そんなの美しくないわ。
How unsightly. Why did he keep the great part? I love Junior.
ああ、ジニア。
Excuse me, I am excited for his route a lot. Really excited. That reminds me, Junior. Have you finished checking the lighting? Junior nodded and his eyes flickered over to the stage.
ずっと心が凍ってたんだし、
Given how long his heart has been
今
frozen,
が楽しくて
the
仕方
prince
ないん
must
で
be
しょう
having
ね
so much fun right now.
今は幼い子供みたいに何でも貪欲に吸収して
He's
るん
like
じ
a
ゃない
little
ですか。
kid, hungrily absorbing everything he learns. I guess you could say he's making up for lost time.
え、それに
True.
ビリオへの思い
I
も
also
あると
believe
思う
his interest in Vilio plays a part. He's interested in Vilio? Why?
王族はね、一般人に
Oh, you
はあまり
know,
出回らない
the
ド
royal
ラ
family is
ゴン
privy
と
to
の
the
歴史を
dragon's
聞かせてながら
history,
育つのよ。
which isn't shared with the general public.
ショーをしたから知ってると思うけど、この世界を築き救
You
った
know
の
how
は
King Arthur and his friends, Raguels, were the ones who founded and saved our world, right? We literally did a show based on that.
王子は生まれた時からア
Ever
ーティ
since he
ール
was
の再来
born,
だって言われて、
Prince Corvius has always been called the second Arthur.
だからきっと
Whoa,
ビ
getting
リオ
Prince
のことを
Corvius
ラグレ
lore.
スに重ねてるんじゃないかしら。
I figured he may be thinking of Vilio as the second Raguels.
かつてのアーテイルとラグレスのように、
He must
自
have
分
wanted
も
to
ビリオ
grow
の隣に並べるよ
ASAP
う
to be worthy of standing next to Vilio as a
少な
friend
からずあ
and
ると思うんだ
comrade,
よ。
like Arthur and Raguels. I see. My eyes trailed over to the stage as well.
よし、そこだコリブス。
Nice, that's it, Corvius.
観
Have
客
the
の目は
audience
水の
focus
花に
on
向い
the
て
water flower when you release your magic.
その一瞬の隙に身を隠せ。これがトリ
Use
ッ
that
クの
small
基本だ。
opening to hide yourself, and you've got the trick down.
やってみる。
I'll give it a try,
気をつけるのは隠れる時も花の魔法を
and
維
make
持する
sure
こ
to
とだよ。
maintain your magic while you're hiding.
集中力が途切れたら全部台無しになっちゃうか
Everything
ら
will
ね。
fall apart if you lose your concentration.
頑張る。
I'll keep that in mind.
練習の期間は短いが、
He may not have had much time to practice,
コリブスの出来は
but
問
he
題
does
な
not
さ
seem
そ
to
う
have
だ。
any issues so far. I'm excited for Eon's
となる
like
とあとは
next
ビリオ
chapters.
か。あいつの
I
様
like
子
his
はどう
route.
だった
Guess Vilio's the only one left, huh? How's that guy doing? I don't think he'll be able to get up and move around yet, unfortunately. When I visited him today, he was like, "You should just focus on the show instead of me," and drove me away. Anyone but Rades, yeah, you're so right. Like, maybe Pastalia's, maybe. I also feel like it'll be like post-wedding on Pastalia's route, right? Because he got married at the end of that one. Wild. But I'm still worried about him, so I'll probably go see him again after this.
その方がいいわね。
Eon is good. I like him. He's
また
nice.
無茶しかねないし。
Good idea. I feel like he'll do something reckless if we leave him alone.
自分が言うのもなんだが、ビリオはいろい
It
ろな
may
こと
seem
を
odd
一人
coming
で
from
抱
me,
えすぎている気がする
but
から、
Vilio tends to keep everything to himself.
我々が少しでも力になれればいいのだが。
I was hoping we could assist him, even if just a little. Everyone feels the same way I do. Knowing that made me feel relieved and sad at the same time. We were all worried about him. We wanted to help him out. It was so frustrating that our feelings couldn't persuade him. I absentmindedly stared at the show tent. Everyone was here except Vilio.
君、聞いたかね
Have you heard?
なんでもあのサーカスがまたショー
That
をするそう
circus
じゃないか。
that circus troupe's gonna hold another show here.
ああ、前回の公演もすごか
Yeah,
ったし
the、last show was
無論見
awesome.
に行く予定だとも。
So I might go watch him again.
しかし困ったな。そ
I've
の
got
日
to
は
submit my
レポー
report
トの
on that
提
day
出期限
though.
だ。
What should I do? Finish it the day before.
何いざとなったら例のドリンクで貫徹してでも見に
Oh
行けば
god. Hold on, let's mute it for a second. Okay, I'm good. I'm good now. I got better. The surprise wedding was weird, right? The only bit I liked in that wedding bit was when they had the mic on by accident and they were all arguing with each other and Rady was like drunk crying. That was the only good bit. If push comes to shove, go drink the you-know-what and pull an all-nighter. That way you can.
はいはいそこの人そういうのはダメですよ
Hero! Yeah! I love him! Little squirrel man! Hey, you two. Don't even think about it.
なんだこの子供は。
What's this kid's problem?
サーカスのショーは徹夜明けでぼーっと見たら
It'll
も
be
った
such
い
a
ないです
waste if you can't fully enjoy the show because you're
最悪
sleepy.
です
Especially if you end up conking out.
わかったからちゃんと寝て見に行くから
Fine, I'll
ポカ
get
ポカ
it.
叩くんじゃない
I'll get some sleep before going. Stop hitting me. Yes, get them. Hero, kill.
ラディさんそれにサーカスの皆さんの
I can't believe Cirrus, Rady, and the others are going to do a new show here.
今度はお客様として見られるなんて
What?
とても楽しみです
There's a 4 ending. Like, it was a bit frustrating, but I think it's definitely one of my favorites. But I am a bit biased because he's a clown. I am a little biased towards clown. I can't wait to watch the stages and then for the audience this time. Also, didn't Eon? Was it Eon leave her alone longer than that? And then Rady. I feel like Rady's is worse because he was like there and just like didn't mention the relationship at all for like a year or months. I can't remember how long it was now. But I feel like that's worse because he's actually there. Thanks to the people who'd seen us perform before, word spread quickly without us lifting a finger. Anticipation for I can't speak. Anticipation for our upcoming show rose more and more by the day. And finally, the eventful day arrived.
心配かけたなみんな
Whoa, he's back to
ギリ
redhead
ッギ
now.
リで間に合ったぜ
Sorry for making you wait, guys. I just barely made it in time.
あビリオ
Yes, like now his eyes kind of have like a purple to like pink gradient, and they were more kind of like reddy pink when he had black hair. Oh, hi, Vilio.
心配ふんバカ言うな
Yeah,
むし
like
ろお
like
前
the
が留
writer
守にして
loves
る
to
間
ghost
は
the MC for
静
some
かで
reason.
集中できて万々歳だっ
Who
た
said
ぞ
we were worried? Don't be ridiculous. It was a blessing to be able to focus on the show in peace.
相変わらず素直じゃねえな。お前、
Be a little
バ
more
カトカ
honest,
ゲがい
will
ないと
you?
張り合いがない
You
とか
literally
言って
said
た
it was
ろ。
boring without Lizard Rain around. Get him. I always think like so. I love Sephora, but I think it's completely valid for anyone in the circus at any given point to attack him when they can, when they see an opportunity. I think he deserves it.
はついに
は
ボケが始ま
You
ったの
going
か
senile or something?
俺がいつそんなこと言っ
When did I say
小
that?
動物
お、寂しかったなら言ってくれ
If
れば
you
よかった
miss
の
me,
に
just say so.
誰がお前に寂しさなんて言いた
Why
く
would I miss you? Yikes. Sephora can be so childish sometimes. Yeah, I really like how Eon becomes the prince's card. I think it's really nice. Especially in terms of like on his route, him and the prince got really close and it was really nice. Glad to see you've recovered though. Vilio had been bedridden ever since he'd eaten those fiends. Just before the show, he finally recovered. His hair colour returned to normal and he joined back up with us.
しかし復帰はめでたいが
Do not get me
出演
wrong.
の方は大丈夫
I
な
am
のか
happy to have you back. But will you be well enough to take to the stage?
うんビリオ今回はほとんど練習に参
He's
加できて
got
な
a
いんだ
point
ね
considering you never came for rehearsals.
ああ、だから今回はソロパートを多めにしてもらったんだ。
That's exactly why I told her to increase my solo parts.
寝てるだけで時間はたっぷりあったから。
I spent so much of my free time reading my script. It's literally falling apart.
安
Don't
心して
sweat
くれ。
it. I won't cause any trouble.
俺としちゃ今回ばかりはビリオン抜きでもいいと思ってたんだけどな。
Actually, I was thinking we should just cut you out of the show.
こいつ
Bye,
が
Vilio.
ビリオは絶対復帰するからギリギリまで待つ
But
って
this
言って
girl over here
頼んだんだよ
insists
な
that we wait until you get better. Relita, why are you bringing that?
そうなの
Hold on for a second. I'm just gonna mute. No coughing, yeah. I also had to blow my nose, you don't want to hear that. I'm still a bit like fluey. Hopefully get over it soon. Is that so, Cirrus? Ugh. Feeling mortified, I panicked and found something very interesting to look at on the floor. And then,
じゃあその期待にはちゃんと
suppose
応え
I've
ない
got to live up to your expectations then. I didn't catch Vilio's face as he said that. His voice sounded somewhat blue, which only confused me.
いたいた
Oh, there you are, Cirrus.
おーい
Oh, it's father. A boisterous voice called out to me, and then two familiar figures walked out onto the scene. Mom, Dad,
お、なんだよ二人とも
Sup?
見に来たのか
I didn't know you two were gonna come.
そりゃあ来るに決まってるよ。娘と友
What
人
gave
の
you that
晴れ舞
idea?
台だからね。
Today's our daughter and her friend's big moment.
本当は客席から応援するだけのつもりだったんだけ
Honestly,
ど
we were only gonna cheer you on from the audience seats.
入り口でたまたま会っ
Oh,
た
hi, Hammy.
ジーニアに入れてもらったの。
But then we ran into Junior at the entrance and he brought us here.
推しが強くて頑固なところは
The
昔
creature!
と全く変わらないんだから
I still want to know more about the creature on his hat. So bad. Tell us about the creature, Radiant Tail. Goodness me, you're as pushy and as stubborn as you were before. Some things never change.
私たちは目が覚めたばっかり
Hey
だも
now,
の。
cut some slack. We just woke up, unlike all of you. Laughing cheerfully, Mum and Dad turned back to our troop.
コリブス様、お変わりなく。
It's a pleasure to meet you, Your
大変お
Highness.
世話になりました。
Thank you for all you've done for us. Hello to everyone over there, Hammy. I didn't know you'd had time to pop in today. Welcome. It's a pleasure to meet you, Your Highness. Thank you for all you've done for us.
それと 一部の方は初めまして。
Lovely to meet you all.
うちの娘がお
Thank
世
you
話
for
に
looking
なって
after our
ます
daughter. Ugh, I'm gonna be sick. Why? Girl, why? Hearing my parents heap praise on my friends and make small talk was pure torture. Girl, you thought you weren't gonna have any of this. Appreciate it. I watched over them relentlessly, making sure they didn't say anything strange. Just then, Dad cleared his throat and opened his eyes wide.
さて、以前は話をする
Well,
時間が取れなかったけど、
Hello, Vilio.
ビリオ君、
Oh no. Is he gonna dad talk him? You had a big dinner. Tom Cardi. You chose me over Tom Cardi? I'm honored. I'm honored, actually. Hello, Vilio. We didn't have time to talk before, did we?
おお、
Huh? I guess not.
娘から話は聞いているよ。
My daughter's told me all about you.
まさか生きているうちに本物
I
のドラ
can't
ゴンに会えると
believe
は。
I get to meet a real
早速
dragon.
話を聞かせてほしい。
Can I ask you some questions? Okay. He's just going weird freak researcher mode.
ああ、話せる範囲なら。
If I can answer, sure.
ほんと、厳重のことが
You're really
絡むとダメ
hopeless
だ
when it
な。
comes to Fae Beast. Dad then proceeded to bombard the poor guy with questions, putting him in a daze. He's about to go on stage. Maybe he shouldn't do that. Meanwhile, Mum walked over to me and whispered something in my ear.
それで
No!
こんなどの子なの
Mom! So, Cirrus, which one is your crush? Mother! Mother, why? What are you saying, Mom? I don't know what you mean.
だってこの前話してたでしょ
Didn't you say you had someone you're interested in? I did say that, didn't I? Your first mistake, telling your parents. I stole a glance at the people beside me. Vilio seemed overwhelmed by my dad's barrage of questions. Shipper, maybe. Following my line of sight, Mum nodded her head as if she'd already guessed who it was.
なるほどなるほど
Uh-huh.
よりによって
I see it
ドラ
all
ゴン
so
の子を選ん
clearly.
じゃうか
You've chosen the dragon boy, huh? No, it's not Vilio. I don't like him that way. Girl, you ain't convincing no one. Perhaps Junior was right. I was basically an open book. Plus, he and I are just too different. The worlds we live in and our respective responsibilities are leagues apart. I mean, I'm human and he's a Fae beast. A dragon even.
あら人間と幻獣の恋愛なんて
Is that what you're
世
worried
の中
about?
にありふれてるじゃない
There are many humans who date Fae beasts, you know?
それこそ人間とドラゴンでも結ばれた例があるのよ
Besides, you wouldn't be the first
Ne?
human to marry a
Nigel.
dragon. Right, Rigel? Huh?
ああ、竜の花嫁の
You
話かい
mean the dragon's bride? What's this? New law? New law just dropped. The dragon's bride? Who or what is that? Dad chimed in with his input when prompted.
ずっとずっと昔の
It's
お
a
とぎ話
fairy
さ。
tale from long, long ago. Oh god, okay, hold on. I was gonna mute for a second before the wall of text. Okay. 300 years ago, a girl and a dragon fell in love with each other. But the girl was far too small and fragile compared to the dragon. Even though their feelings were mutual, they could never be together. The dragon then decided to share some of his power with his broken-hearted love. The two lived happily ever after. Is that it? Is that it?
そんな話があったそうでね。
And that's how the story goes.
ただのおとぎ話だと言われてたけど、それが
I
事実
heard
だ
there's
ってこ
actually
と
some
を示
evidence
す証拠
that
が
proves the
い
fairy
くつも
tales
上がってる
based
ん
on
だ。
real events. I looked over at Vilio.
せっかくだから聞いてみたいんだけど、本当にそんな話ってあった
Why
の
didn't
か
we ask the dragon in our midst? Did that story really happen?
俺も生まれてない時代の話だから
Not sure.
本当かどうかは分
It's
か
been
んない
around since before I was born.
ただドラゴンが
A
生涯
dragon
の
can
範囲に
share
力
half their
を分ける
power
こ
with
と
their
ができる
significant
のは
other
事
though.
実だ
Whoa. Was that tale really based on a true story? Could a dragon marry a human and live together for the rest of their days? This new information got my gears running. But Vilio's next words dashed my hopes to smithereens.
けどその風習はとっくに廃れてる
That custom's long gone
わざわ
though.
ざ異種族でつがい
It's
になる
super
なんて
unlikely for us to go out of our way to
Mazza
marry
arienai koto da shi.
someone from a different race anyway.
ドラゴン同士でつがいになれば
Plus,
力を分
we
ける
don't need to
必要
share
も
our
何もな
power
いから
if we pair with a fellow dragon. Oh, that makes sense. Oh, Vilio, be a bit sensitive, please. He simply shrugged, treating it as if it had nothing to do with him. My disappointment was so strong, it leaked into my reply.
おいそこいつまで喋ってる
Sephora knows.
そろそろ公演が始まる時間だぞ
How long are you gonna keep blabbing? The show's about to start. Oops, sorry. I'll get ready quick. See you later, Mum and Dad.
緊張してきた
This is so nerve-wracking. You'll be fine. You've practiced a ton. After seeing my parents off, I tapped my cheeks to recenter myself. Come on, girl. Focus. It's showtime!
Ladies and gentlemen
Vilio?
あの日の感動をもう一度
It's not Ginia? Why is it not Ginia? Ladies and gentlemen, shall we relive the excitement from that day?
我ら王家の名のもとに結成された
Let us introduce ourselves. We are a troupe of performers founded by royalty. Circus.
新たに豪華なメンバーを加えて再び笑顔を
Tonight,
咲かせに参
together
りま
with
し
our
た
lovely new member, we're gonna make you smile again.
今宵我らが紡ぎ出すのは
We'd like to offer you a blissful, momentary dream you can enjoy for just one night.
さあカリダにお住まいの親愛なる
Now,
皆様
my dear Kalida citizens,
我々サーカスの送る夢の魔法に
are
かけ
you
られ
ready
る準備は
for
よ
the
ろしいでし
magical
ょうか
dreamscape we prepared for you?
おおコリブス様だ
Whoa, it's the Prince Colmius.
お目覚めになられたというのは本当だったんだな
He's really woken up from his slumber.
それじゃ皆様ご一緒に
Say it with us, everybody.
It's showtime!
It's show. Oh God, that was so loud. It's showtime, but also I want a picture of that. It's cute. Everybody's here. Ah, the confetti. Nice. And just like that, the curtain rose on our second show in Kalida, the Scholar City. The venue was so packed, I doubted we had enough space in the standing area. During our first show here, we entered the audience with the help of Pharaoh and the other Fabies. We entertained, the audience. After that, we created new stories for each subsequent shows to help solve the city's problems. Tonight's will be different from all the rest. Next up we have our number one magician, the enchanting conductor, Pastelia. Keep your eyes peeled during this magical act, lest you miss the whole thing.
それじゃあ行くよ
Shall we begin?
2
3, 2,
はい
1. Here we go. Hi Jay, welcome. Welcome. It's really tail time. Whoa! 2 of him. 2 of him. 2 of him. Wow, would you look at that? There are 2 Pashalias now.
さて観客のみんなどっちが偽物かわかるか
Which do you
な
think is the fake Pashalia, my dear viewers?
難しいでしょ
It's hard to tell, isn't it? Why does it sound like Junior?
けどにじみ出る高貴さのせいで変装しててもバレバレかしら
It is Junior, okay. Oops, do you think they figured it out because my noble aura is just too strong?
後に喋った方だな。
It's the second one.
二人目の方が若干うざいな。
Yeah, he's kinda annoying.
あれ、どう見ても中身ジーニアさんです。
The other one's got to be Junior. Whoa, Eon time!
さあさあ剣闘士イオンの
Now
鮮やかな演舞も
Our
ついに
gladiator
大詰め
Eon's
だ
magnificent performance is finally nearing its end.
四方から投げられるボールも
He managed to knock away all the balls and arrows, and even knives thrown at him from all 4 directions.
その姿に観客も驚きを
Just
通
look
り
at the
越して
crowd.
ちょっと引い
They're
て
so
ます
shocked they've
そりゃ
taken a few
そう
steps
だ
back. I mean, who wouldn't?
そのアドリブはどうなんだ
Maybe Rady. Maybe. Why is that text so small? The improvised line of yours is a bit hurtful.
ですがイオンちょっと怖いという
No need to
皆様の
worry,
ご
everyone.
安心を
He's totally harmless.
こんなこともあろうかと本日は我らが王子
Our
が
prince has prepared
特別な
a
魔
thing
法
for the
を
times
か
like
けてくだ
these.
さるそうです
A special magic spell.
それではどうぞ
The spotlight is yours.
クロリスウールパンケ
Chloris wool pancake.
ーキ僕の魔法で可愛くなっちゃ
With my magic, I shall make you look adorable. Yeah? Oh! He chimified him! Oh! Oh my god! They made a baby! Hmm?
なんとあの鋭い目つきもマイルドに
Oh,
これでもう
sorry, my monitor just died for a second. Scary. Goodness, his sharp eyes are turned soft as the kittens. Now the kids can rest easy.
よし今後は俺と一緒にラブリーなマスコット枠で生きてこうぜ
Nice. Now we have another lovely mascot besides myself.
まずは以前好評を博したモフモフダンスだ
First things first, we've got to start my world famous fluffy dance. Here we go.
すごいす
They both look like cute little plushies. So awesome.
ごいねえライジェルあれどうなってるかわか
Eon,
る
Eon, what did they do to you? They made him chibi. Say, Rigel, do you know how they pull this trick off?
多分薄い水の膜を張って
I guess
中
they're
の人の
using
姿
a
を
thin
舐めてる
water
んだ
curtain to change his
もしくは
appearance.
映像を
Or
投影してる
an
のか
image projection, maybe?
どちらにしてもすごい技術だよ
Either way, it's
かな
not
り
easy
練
to
習を
do.
重ねたんだろう
They
ね
must have practiced a great deal.
え
I think
Hold
so
on,
too.
あの
Look,
子も生き生きしてる
Cirrus is so lively.
ああ今はあそこ
I
が
know, right?
あの子の居場
She
所なんだ
belongs there now.
本当にいい仲間を持
She
て
has
たね
such good friends. Laughter and applause echoed throughout the show tent. Finally, the performance reached its climax. Standing on stage were Vilio and Colvius, and the MC, yours truly. Whoa! Even up!
大丈夫ビリオ
Are you okay, Vilio? Abby! Oh no, we were supposed to end the show here, but the dragon failed to turn into his original form. Looks like our friendly neighborhood dragon isn't doing so well today. Vilio's comical act earns more laughs from the spectators. A few people, mostly children, seem genuinely worried.
ドラゴン見られないの
No, So we can't see the dragon?
ダメだ。お腹が空いて
Darn it.
力が出ない。
I'm too hungry to unleash my power.
大丈夫。安心して。
Don't worry.
僕が何とか
I'll
し
do
てみせ
something
るから
about this.
会場
I
の
know it's so cute.
力を貸して。
Lend me your strength, everybody. Let's cheer for the dragon and the prince. 3, 2, 1.
頑張れ
You can do it!
頑張れビリオくん。
We're rooting for you, Vilio.
頑張れですビリオさ
You've got this, Vilio.
んよーしじゃあ行くよ
Alright, it's my turn. Corvus raised his hands and the stage was enveloped in a white light. After that... Dragon orb, the dragon orb. Hundreds of balloons popped out from the top of the tent. They slowly drifted down to the crowd.
何ですかこれ風船
Is this a balloon?
でもこの
What's
形
with this shape though?
ちっちゃいドラゴンだ
Wow, it's a little dragon! Now you have a little friendly neighborhood dragon of your own. Mini orb dragon. Feel free to take these home as souvenirs from today's show. Here, little balloons. They're nice though. Good, we managed to distract them. I wiped the cold sweat off my face, while my other hand gripped the mystic megaphone. Although Vilio had recovered, he was far from his normal self. For that reason, we'd avoided making him change into his dragon form for this show. I was worried they'd all be disappointed.
みんな
Oh, I still love Corvus's little circus outfit. It's so cute. Thank you for coming today, everyone. A sigh of relief escaped my lips when I heard how happy the audience and Corvus sounded. I'm so glad it went well. It's nice.
緊張した
I felt like passing out back there. Good job, guys. After seeing the happy spectators off, we gathered on stage. We gave each other high fives for a job well done.
みんな見た来てくれた人たちの嬉し
By
そう
the
な
way,
顔
did you see how happy the audience looked? Yup, sure did.
コリブスのソロパートなんて声援で
They
テン
were
トが揺れ
hollering
てた
so
もん
loud
な
during your solo that the tent was literally shaking.
これも君が頑張ったからだよ。
It's all thanks to your hard work. Congrats, Corvus.
僕の力じゃないよ
No, I couldn't do it without you
みんなが
guys.
教えてくれた
You
から
taught me everything I know.
感謝の気持ちは受け取るが謙遜する必要は
No
ない
need to humble yourself. I appreciate the sentiment though.
我々はあなたの努力を見ていた
We saw how hard you
観客が満
practiced.
足して帰ってくれたのも
It is because of you, there's people
あなた
who go
自身の
home feeling
力
satisfied.
まあもちろんお前だけの力じゃないのも事実だがな。
Well, you're not the only one who made this happen. Thanks
改めて
again,
ありがと
guys.
うみんな
新生サーカスの初公演無事に成功ね
That means our Reborn Circus's first show was a success. Corvus's flushed, beaming face was truly a heartwarming sight. Makes me wonder if I was like that after our first show too. Feeling a little nostalgic, I peered at the others' faces. Hey, wait a sec. Vilio was nowhere to be found? Where's Vilio? Uh-oh. Uh-oh! There he is. Finding it odd, I left to go find him. Thankfully, it didn't take long. He sat alone behind the stage, away from everyone else. His head drooped as he clutched his chest. He was clearly in pain. Vilio, what's wrong? Cirrus? He's got a little teardrop in his eye. Are you feeling sick? Wait here, I'm going to call the... Huh? Before I could finish, he forced himself up. He couldn't stay on his feet and collapsed onto me. What? My bad. Let me rest for a sec. Somebody come here and help Vilio. All I could do was hold his body and keep him from falling. We need Eon here to carry this big dragon. Once the guys came, we decided to leave the tent clean up for later. We brought Vilio home and took him to his tent to rest. How's Vilio doing?
意識はないが呼吸はある。
He's still breathing and his pulse feels alright. He's just asleep. Vilio let out a painful groan from time to time. Holding his hand, I fixed my gaze on his sweat-drenched face. How could this happen?
魔物食いの副作用は終わったって
He told us the
公園
side
の前に
effects
言ってた
from
は
eating
ずだけど
beans were completely gone.
病気あるいは怪
Is
我でも
he
しているのか
sick or hurt? He should have
Cirrus
told
is-
us. Eon lifted the red head shirt in search of some visible symptom. A dreadful shock rippled through us. That can't be good. That really can't be good. Huh? What is that? An unknown black substance was spreading across his abdomen. Abdomen. How do you say that word? Abdomen. Abdomen.
どっかにぶつけたあざか？いや、
Wait, is he on Pashalia's bed? Is that a bruise or something? Nah, doesn't seem like it.
ああ内出血の変色とは異なる
He doesn't appear to have internal bleeding either.
侵食されているよう
It
だ
looks more like corruption. Corruption? My hands slipped over my mouth in horror at the visceral image returning through my mind. I had a sinking feeling about it. The ominous stain looked far too familiar. It looks like a fiend.
要するに魔物の浄化がまだ済ん
I
でなかっ
guess
たって
the
話
fiend
ね。
purification hasn't completely finished. You were looking away. No, my God, no!
マスタードラゴンの浄化能力がどれほどのものかは知らないけれど、
Frankly, I'm not very knowledgeable about an Archdragon's purification abilities.
ビリオはあれだけハイペースで
But
大量の
you
魔
saw
物を
how
捕食
quickly
し続けて
he
いた
preyed
の
upon all those fiends, right?
そう簡単に浄化が終わるはずないわ。
It only makes sense that the purification didn't end so easily.
つまり色が戻っていたのは
So you
見え
mean
ていた部分
he's
だ
only
けだっ
recovered on the
た
outside where we can see it? No way! I bit my lip near bloody after what Colvia said. I should have noticed it earlier. If Vilio had been his usual self, he would have forced himself into his dragon form for the performance. But he chose not to, which could only mean one thing. If he transformed, we would have seen that his scales were still black.
ああ、その通りだよ。
That's right. Startled, I looked up. Vilio got up from his bed, with a somewhat pained look on his face. Vilio!
もう起きて大丈夫なの
You sure you're not gonna lie down?
ああ、
I'm fine.
ごめんなみんな。
Sorry for worrying you.
心配かけちまったみたいで。
He's got like tears in his
そう思うなら
eyes.
説明責任を果た
Poor
せ
guy.
その黒いの
Out
は
with it then.
魔物食いの影響
Did
か
that stuff in your body come from eating fiends?
ああ、
Yeah.
魔物を食いすぎた
I've
俺の
consumed too
体は
many, so my body
No,
hasn't been able to keep up with the purification. He let out a sigh of resignation.
最初に気づいたのは
I first noticed this
Vilio
about
handled
halfway
us.
through our journey.
オリエンス近くの森で魔物を食ってた時だ。
I was consuming fiends around the forest in Oriens back then.
いくら浄化の力があっても
There's a limit to
やっぱり
everything,
限度がある。
and my purification power is no exception.
俺が魔物を浄化するよりも
Fiends
魔物が
populate
増える方が
way
明
faster
ら
than I
か
can
に早い。
purify them. Nevertheless, he forced himself to devour more fiends every time he managed to purify some. His aim was to reduce their numbers and keep the damage to a minimum.
その結果がこれか。
So this is the result,
自
huh?
分の限界も知らず無理し
Pushing
てたと
yourself
か。
too hard without
笑えない
knowing when to
状況だな。
stop is no laughing matter.
悪かったとは思ってる。
I know I'm to
で
blame
も
here,
少し休めばま
but
たすぐに。
I'm sure I'll feel better soon. And how soon will you go back to eating fiends? This isn't some cat and mouse games where you can get away with a few scratches. It's not only your body that's being hurt. My voice was strained and hoarse. Vilio chewed his lip.
けど他に方法はない。
There's no other way. I held him down before he could even try to stand up. He stared at me with tired eyes. In response, I said, uh-oh. I forgot we had to make a choice. I forgot that was something we had to do. Calm down. Calm down, Vilio.
俺は冷静だよ。
Yes.
やるべきことだって分かってる。
I'm calm. I know what I'm supposed to do. How are we doing on the Okay. So we got like 1, 2, 3, 4 ish chapters to go, I guess. We've got to make a choice, yeah. Knowing what you're supposed to do doesn't mean you can do it.
それは
Well, I'm aware that fiends are increasing in numbers, and your mission is to stop that. But you can't even move right now. What if you force yourself and pass out? That would only make things worse. Vilio hung his head in silence. I can't remember if it was like 2 questions in one or not. Maybe 5 to go. I know I'm being harsh, but I'd rather be harsh than see him faint from working too hard. Junior heaved a big sigh and raised a finger.
予定変更といきましょう。
Change your plans then.
今のビデオはここ
Since you
から
can't
動か
move
せな
from
い。
here, you should
しば
focus
ら
on
くは
recovery
回
for
復
the
に
time
専念して
being.
もらうわ。
じゃあ僕
What
たち
about us?
ビデオをここに残した上で
Are we gonna
手
split
分け
up
してコアアイ
and
テムを回収
collect
する
core items while Vilio stays here?
それが最善だろうな。座して待つわけにはいか
That
な
would
い
be
だ
the
ろう。
best option. We cannot just sit here and wait after all. The others seemed to be on the same page. Sephora was the next to speak.
俺も賛成だ。
I'd
クル
like
トラ
that.
の悪い噂を聞
I
い
want
た以
to
上
return
は
to Cultura as
俺
soon
だけ
as
でも先
possible,
行して戻りたいから
especially
な。
after hearing a nasty rumor. About what?
あのインタリオリングをバルトが入手したって
Apparently,
噂だ。
Balto got his hands on the intaglio ring.
なんだと。
What did you say?
その噂を聞きつけたアレストがじきに王家の治安維持隊を率いて
I heard Aless is gonna lead the security forces into Cultura shortly.
事実よ。後で言うつもりだったけど。
What he says is
相変
true.
わらず耳が早いわ
I
ね。
wanted to break the news later, but you've really got your ear to the ground.
俺の職業を忘れたのか。このくらい
Did you forget
一
my
番に仕入れて
occupation?
当然の情報だ
This。kind of intel is the easiest for me to get.
わかった。そういうことなら
In that case,
自分と
I
ザ
shall
ファラで
accompany
クルトラ
Sephora
へ
to
向かう。
Cultura.
インタリオリングが絡む以上、
When the ring is
自分にとっ
involved,
ては他人
it
事
is
で
no
はない。
longer someone else's affair.
じゃあ僕はオリエンスだね。
I'll go to Oriens and collect the Lacrima earrings then.
ああ、なら俺もついてってやるよ。
Let me tag
パスハ
along.
リアを一人で行か
I
せて。
can't let you go
道中
alone,
なんかあっ
knowing
た
you
ら
might
困
cause
るし
trouble on
な。
the way. I'll go.
あなたは私とお留守
No,
番
no.
よ。
You'll stay here with
世
me.
話係が必
We
要
need
でしょ
someone to take care of Vilio. Genia cut me off with a coy wink. Yes, Genia! Love you!
オリエンスには王子に行ってもらうわ。いいか
Do
し
you
ら。
mind going to Orion's, Your Highness?
わかってる。
Sure.
もともと
That's
そ
what I
のつも
wanted
りだ
to
っ
do
たから。
anyway.
ラクリマイヤリングを持ち出すなら
I doubt they'll bring out the
王族の僕じゃないと
Lacrima earrings. Without
許可が
royalty
下りないよ
present,
ね。
they won't get them away easily.
じゃあ私は早速あーちゃんに伝えてくるわ。
You're on your VR quest too? Is that like a headset? What is that? Indeed, I'll go to Ali right away then. Genia left the tent while lamenting how busy he was. The others filtered out after him to prepare for their respective trips. I, on the other hand, I stood rooted to the spot, unable to muster a single word to Vilio. Why you like this, Vilio? Chapter 8. We're going in. We're going straight in today. We'll do a couple so we can try and catch up. Eon and Sephora headed to Cultura to follow up on the rumour Balto had acquired the intaglio ring. They planned to meet up with the less public security forces en route. I hope that Vilio's alright too. Meanwhile, Pashalia and Melida left for the Orions to collect the Lacrima earrings. Joining them on their journey was Colvius. Genia and I stayed behind in Kalida to take care of Vilio until he got better. Whoa. I guess we have to, like, observe? Huh. Whose POV is this? No one? Eon and Sephora joined up with the Leth squad without issue. There, the bespectacled man confirmed that the Labyrinth Sentinel had truly obtained the intaglio ring. Are they doing this so we can't even see Aleste? That's mean. Well, not only that, but Cultura citizens had discovered that Balto was the one who killed Sephora's father. They issued a formal dismissal request and the man was ordered to show up in court. Yes! Yes! Get him! However, Balto completely ignored the court's orders. To make matters worse, the dissatisfied people began rioting in the streets. Unable to stand by any longer, the public security forces were dispatched to get the situation under control. Yeah, all this is clearly his doing, including the lunatic riots in town. He used Miracus to spark the madness. Yeah, Aleste! We must take the labyrinth necklace away from him immediately and strip him of his sentinel position. After explaining the situation, Aleste handed Sephora a mystic tool. The gun! Sephora gets a Glock! Sephora had intended to ask for it once our journey came to an end. It was a race, a magic tool that could forcibly sever the bond between the labyrinth necklace and the sentinel. One thing though, Erase is missing its bullets. It takes swaths of mana to make one, and even King Vigonia can't do it in just one night. Is Erase useless to us then? Well, pretty much. In that case, what are we gonna do? I should be able to take the necklace away by force. But there is a chance he may use the magic, and I would be helpless against that. How about using the intaglio ring? Let's snatch it before he can make his move. He'll probably think twice about using the necklace once he sees Erase.
バルト
When
に
he
刻印を
hesitates,
刻む
I'll mark him with the Integlia ring seal.
強引な方法にはなるが
I know we're
今は
playing
それしかない
hardball, but we have no other choice.
すまない頼んだぞ
Forgive me,
いいよ
Eon. I'm counting on you.
承知した。
Understood. And with that, they stepped into Cultura. Get Balto. By the time they arrived, the town was already in shambles. Oh my god, this is so much more drama than Zephora's route. Balto's tyranny had triggered a revolt. The citizens hadn't been able to wait for Zephora. Oh my god, the drama! Those driven mad by the Murica's perfume were fighting Balto's ruthless military men. Leaving the chaos to Alest and his security forces, Zephora and Eon went straight to Balto's mansion. Get him! Get him!
よく来たね。
Welcome,
まさか
Zephora.
手勢の一人も連れずに。
You have
堂々
some
とお出
nerve
迎え
receiving
とは
us without a guard in sight.
お前と問答をするつもりはない
I'm not wasting my breath
ラ
on
ビリ
you.
ントネックレスを渡
Hand
せ
over the labyrinth necklace.
そしてお前には今この場で
And step down from your sentinel position right here, right now.
久々に会うおじに対して随分
How callous to speak that way to your uncle when we haven't seen each other in ages.
私はわざわざ
Yeah, not him. We hate Balto. We hate him.
待っていたという
This is heartbreaking, especially after how long I waited for you. Zephora bristled restlessly, yet Balto took his time waxing on about the circumstances. He said that the reason why Cultura's people were going against him was because they still had hope in their hearts. A hope that one day the son of the former Sentinel would defeat Balto and guide the city back to the right path.
すべての歯車が狂ったの
Oh, Abby?
お
Are you on
前た
about
ち
Abby?
がこの町でくだらないショーを
They
した
are
時
both
から
like evil villains. Everything has fallen apart ever since you held your silly little show here.
あれ以来住民どもは再び結
They
束し
refused to follow my orders after that.
私の導きを拒否したゆえに私は
Should I force you to yield
お
to
前
me?
を屈
I
服
shall
さ
have
せ
them
る
in
こ
the
と
palm
だ
of my hand. Balto wasn't planning on killing Zephora. No, his plot was much more sinister than that. He wants to crush the citizens' hopes by controlling the young man with the Intaglia ring, making him into a living puppet. But he gloated a bit too readily. Yes! Get him. What?
不意を打って刻印を刻む気ならば
Do you think you can engrave the seal on him with a surprise attack?
インタリオリングの恐ろしさなら
I know the terrifying
Even
power of the
without
Intaglia
him,
ring better than anyone else. Balto hadn't accounted for Eon's presence, a deadly mistake. Right after, Eon grabbed the ring, Zephora upped the ante by drawing his weapon. He cocks his gun!
まさかイレーズ
No way. Is that a raise?
返してもらうぞバルト
I'm taking it all back, Balto.
人々が手を取り合い
Metal as fuck that they give Zephora a gun.
このクルトラを
I'm taking back Cultura, the city of harmony, where people always help each other out.
なぜわからないザフォラ
What nonsense is that, Zephora?
住民同士が手を取り合うなど
Nothing
無駄
good
だ
comes from being so dependent on each other.
無造無造は群れれば
The
群れる
more
ほど
they unionize,
文句ばかり騒ぎ立てる
the more they whine about this and that.
だからこの私という絶対強者
Anything is going to get done around here,
愚かな住
they
民
need
た
a
ちを
strong
導く
hand
の
to
だ
steer them, and that can only be me.
独裁者の発想だな
The words of a
強さが
dictator.
正義とでも言うつも
Are
り
you
か
saying strength is justice?
ああそうだとも
Exactly.
仲間にド
You
ラ
have
ゴ
a
ン
dragon with you, don't you?
彼を見て
He
い
must
たな
understand
らわ
this.
かるはずだドラゴンほどの力を持
Damn.
っていれば
I still hate him.
王にすら従わずに済む
As long as you have the power of a dragon, you can live
思うが
however you
ままに
desire.
生きられる
You do not need to bend a knee to the king.
それは力を持ち
With him in your arsenal,
頂
you
点
have
に
the right to
立つ
stand
者
on
の
top of
特
the
権
world.
だ
ならそのインタリオリングを
You should just take
イ
the
オン自
Intaglia
身が
ring
持って
then.
りゃいいそしたら 他の誰にも
That
命
way,
令されたり
people
しない
around
だ
you
ろ。
can't order you around anymore, right?
最初から諦める必要はねえって。
Jokes aside, you
叶えら
can't
れ
just
る
give
願い
up.
なら叶えようぜ。
I'm sure your dreams will come true.
全力
I'll
で
be
手
here
伝
to
うか
lend
ら
a
さ。
hand if you need me. The power to stand on top of the world. Vilio, who certainly had such power, flashed through Eon and Sephora's minds. He could make the impossible possible.
だから間違ってても従うのか。
So you're still gonna follow your ruler, even if he's wrong? That doesn't make sense.
おかしいなら帰れやいいの。
Change things if you think they're
自
wrong.
分の意思を曲げて従う理由なんて
Why would you act
どこにも
against
ねえ
your
だ
own interests just to obey him? Balta couldn't hope to sway them. They knew that even their strongest ally had only a sliver of freedom. Vilio's responsibility was as great as the strength he had.
自分がインタリオリングの影に縛られていた
Just as I was bound by the intaglio ring,
ビリオは使命という名の
he is tethered by a powerful chain called duty.
強いから自由に好き勝手に振る舞ってるように
Do you
見え
really
る
think
な
a strong person can do as they please just because they have power?
お前はドラゴンの強い側
What
だ
you're
け見て
seeing and
憧れを
yearning
抱いて
for is only their strong side.
トカゲ以下
You're
の
just some
劣等
small
種だ
fry who's even inferior to a lizard.
ふざけるな
Nonsense.
私
I am not
弱くなどない
I'm not inferior to anyone. Sephora's words had stoked Balto's anger. His rage stemmed from his inferiority complex, which grew during all the years he stood in his brother's shadow. Yeah? Yeah? What does this mean? A black miasma came forth to cover Balto, as if festering on his insecurities. Oh, he's gone fiend mode again.
魔物かだと
He's transforming into a fiend? That like menacing music was so funny.
見たかねザフォラ
You see this, Sephora? I'm the chosen one. So special, I can even control fiends.
やめろバルト今だと人に戻れなくなる
Get a grip, Balto. You can never become human again at this rate. No matter how wicked his uncle was, Sephora would rather see him arrested than dead. Yeah, the corruption. Uh-oh. Oh my god, I didn't read that voice line. That's scary.
私には力がある
He tried to stop the man before it was too late.
劣らない力が
Do you see my power? Nothing can stand against me now. Before long, Balto had completely morphed into a fiend and lost all reason.
バルト
I'm begging you, Balto!
下がれザフォラ
Step back, Sephora. There was only one way to stop Balto.
アービーの時と同じだもう
All we can do now is relieve him of his pain. Like we did with Avi. Oh, I forgot that happened! Like Avi just straight up turned into a fiend at the start. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Sephora didn't know how to feel towards his uncle, who turned into a fiend and vanished without a trace. He closed his eyes for a time, then reached down and picked up the labyrinth necklace.
任務完了だ
Mission complete.
クルトラの状況も心配だが
As much as I'm worried about the situation in town, Alesta's here.
なんとか
He's
して
probably
くれ
got
る
it
だろ
under
う
control.
できるだけ早くカリダに戻るぞ
We've got to return to Kalida ASAP.
あ
Agreed. Eon stared at the two core items.
バルトはドラゴンを最強の存在と言ってい
Balto
た
might have assumed dragons were the strongest creature in this world.
本当に強いのはドラゴンでは
I
なく
believe Vilio is
Vilio
stronger,
自身だと思っている。
the strongest, rather than the entire species.
自分がもし同じ立場だったな
Were
ら
I in his position,
ああも
I
強
do
くな
not
れ
think
た
I
とは
would
思え
have
ない
such resilience.
生まれてすぐ負わされた使命を受け入れることが
Perhaps I
で
could
きたと
accept
し
the
ても
mission bestowed upon me before I was even born.
ああして笑うことなど自分には無理だ
But I sincerely doubt I could smile so brightly.
バカなだけなんだよ
That's
あい
just
つ
because
は
he's stupid.
あいつは 全ての弱者を
That
救う
guy
ためだ
only
けに
exists to
存在
save
す
the
る
weak.
誰よりも力を持つからこそ身動きの取れない場
He's
所にいる
cornered because he's the most powerful one out there.
誰よりも重い存在のように見えて
He might seem like some all-important figure,
あいつ自身は
but in
誰
reality,
より弱い
he's
立
more
場にある
vulnerable than anyone else.
嫌なら逃げ出せばいい
He could have run away if he
それ
wanted
をしな
to,
いあいつは
but he didn't.
本物の
He's the
バカ
most foolish man there is.
だがザフォラも同じ立場だったならきっと逃げ出しはしなかっただろう
You wouldn't. Well, you would probably stay if you were in his position, would you not?
どうだろうな
Who knows? Sephora looked away, unable to deny it. At that moment, Vilio's words echoed in his mind.
一人じゃ何もできなくても仲間と一
That
緒
only
に機
means
会を待っ
if
て
you can't do
大事
it
な
by yourself, you gotta join hands and do
そ
it
う
together
いう
with your
強さもある
friends.
もんな。クルトラの街は調和を重んじて
Cultura is a
Nakano.
city that values
親しい
harmony
も
and
のを
treasures
大切に
friends
す
and
る
family.
いい街だな。
What a great city.
お前もその仲間なんだ
That applies to you too.
分かってん
You
のか
know, stinking
バ
lizard
カト
brain.
カゲ
Get him! Get him! Why is it playing the sad music? I don't like that. I hope this is not as wild as the Cultura stuff. Not Cultura. What's the city called? I can't remember. I've already forgotten. Pashalia, Relida, and Colvius had ventured to Oriens, the city on water. Their journey was smooth and they had arrived without any hiccups. The three of them chatted on their walk to the underwater park where the lacrima earrings are kept.
大丈夫かな。
This is a weird crew. I wonder how Vilio and Cirrus are doing.
すごく疲れた顔してたし、
They seemed exhausted
Funny.
and kind of
ギク
tense.
シャクしてたけど。
大丈夫、心配すんな。
Rest assured,
ジ
kid.
ーニアもついてる
Genius
し
with
な。
them.
俺らの団長はいい加減なことも
He
多
might
い
slack
が、
off a lot of the
いざっ
time.
て時だけは頼れるやつだ。
You can always rely on him when the going gets tough.
パサリア
Why
暗い顔しちまって
the
どうした
long face, Pashalia?
僕ってさ
Hmm.
ビリオと一緒の
You
テント
know
で
how
旅してたで
I
しょ
shared a tent with Vilio, right? Yeah, this route's good. I like this route.
なのにビリオが苦しんでたって
I
気
can't
づきも
believe
し
I
なかっ
never
た
noticed how much he's been suffering.
それは仕方ないと思うよ。
Don't blame yourself.
ビリオ、
Vilio always acts so
いつも明るかったし。
cheerful.
裏で辛さに耐えながら。
He was just trying to show
元気に見せてた
us
だ
he
け
was
なんだ
doing
ろうけど。
fine, even though he was enduring loads of pain behind our backs.
そうだな。
Yeah, true.
俺にもいろいろと秘密があるから。
Since I have a few secrets too.
なんだよ、その秘密ってのは。
You could elaborate, you know.
こんなことなら、無理にでも聞き出しときゃよかったぜ。
If I'd known it was going to turn out this way, I would have pressed him harder back. Thinking back on what Vilio once said, Relida muttered to himself. Pashalia snuck a sidelong glance at him.
でもきっと彼女も同じくらい辛かった
It
と思
must
う
have
ん
been
だ
tough for Cirrus as well.
僕たちはビリオの状況に何にも気づいてあ
We
げられ
knew
なかったけど
nothing about Vilio's situation until very recently.
あの子はもっと前から
It's
知ってた
different for her though. She's been
その上
watching
で
him endure the pain for a
苦
while
しみに
now.
耐えるビリオを横で見守ってたんだ
They fell silent as they contemplated Cirrus' state of mind. Uh-oh. Don't do that. Relida was the first to speak up again.
俺たちがへこんでても仕方ねえよ。
Moping around won't
それ
change
より今
anything.
できることをしようぜ。
Let's do what we can.
そうだね。
Agreed.
ビリオの負
We've
担を
got to
減
do
らして
something to lessen
彼
Vilio's
女を安
burden
心させるためにも。
and reassure Cirrus. No one think about what I'm thinking. It's fine. You don't have to think about it. The three of them finally made their way to the underwater park. Having received the mayor's permission, they arranged to borrow the lacrima earrings. However, as soon as they touch the core item... Miss Leave? Miss Leave!
勝手に触れられるのは
I
困るわ
cannot let you
ね。
touch these as you please. Miss Leave! Yeah, it's her!
君はまさか水の大精霊
Would you happen to be Leave, the great spirit of water?
ええ、その通りよ。
I am.
はじめま
It's
し
nice
て
to meet you, little
小さ
Althea.
なアーテイル。
Leave's consciousness, which she'd left behind in the lacrima earrings, appeared before them. Having watched over the town for so long, Leave lamented the fickle nature of humanity and had grown to mistrust them. She was even reluctant to hand over the earrings to Colvius, who was said to be the reincarnation of Althea. As the circus members deliberated about what to do, an unexpected party piped up to persuade her. Vita! Yeah! I love Vita! Oh my goodness, I can't stand it anymore! Oh. Huh?
パスハリア
Was that you, Pashalia?
お前なんだその声
What's wrong with your voice? I love Vita. Vita, Pashalia's water spirit, was using him as her mouthpiece. Yeah, I love Vita. It is lovely to meet you, Lady Leave. I am Vita, a water spirit who resides in this human's body. Vita knew that humans often forgot about the spirits and had frequent changes of heart. Yet when they realised their mistakes, they were more than willing to make things right. Circus had once reminded humans to honour their bonds with spirits. If you'd be so kind, my lady, would you please give them the lacrima earrings? Please, I beg of you.
あなたは
You
よ
must really like these people.
この人間たちが好きなのね。
Look at the fish at the top right. There's a goldfish up there. Just look at the camera like. I like that fish.
わかったわ。
Fine.
この子の
I
思
shall
い
give
に
you
免
special
じて
permission for this little one's
特
sake.
別に許可しましょう。
The cute chunky fish. Yeah. At last, they had Leave's blessing to take the earrings. But then,
よかったこれで魔物を封印
thank
できるね
goodness, we can use these to seal away the fiends. Uh-oh. Things took an unexpected turn with that one remark from Colvius.
小さなアーテイル。今、
What did
なんと
you
言ったの？
just say, little Althea? Huh? As they explained the situation, the Great Spirit's tone grew even icier. Eventually, her attitude flipped completely.
気が変わったわ。
I've changed my mind.
やはりラクリマ
I
を渡
refuse
せ
to
ない。
hand over the earrings.
はおいおいそれは唐突すぎるだろ
What? Hey, where's this coming from?
どうしてですか
May I
僕
ask
た
the
ちは
reason
魔物を
why?
封印するために
We need the
あなた
power you
方が
left
残した
behind
力
to
が
seal
必要なん
the
です
fiends.
大切な仲間が今も
Our good
苦
friend
しみ
is
ながら
doing
頑張ってる
everything
ん
he
です。
can to get rid of them, even as he suffers for it.
だからどうか
Would you mind giving it some more thought?
今のマスタードラゴンも
I see.
魔物の封印を望んでいるの
The
ね。
current Archdragon also wishes to seal the fiends.
それならば、
Yeah, this
ま
is
すます
bad.
渡せないわ。
All the more reason I
これ
cannot give
は
them
あ
to
なた
you.
たちのためでもあ
This
る。
is for your own good. The trio was confused as to how her decision was for their own good. While Pashalia and Colvius faltered, Relida fixed his gaze onto the spirit.
今のマスタードラゴンも
Just now, you
So
said
tight.
the current Archdragon, didn't you?
じゃあ 昔のマスタードラゴン
Oh no, we need to
ラ
save
グレス
him.
も魔物を封印した
Does
っ
that
て
mean
こと
the
か
last archdragon, Raguels, sealed the fiends away too?
あなたどこかで
How did you guess?
俺はラリーダ土の大精霊
The
セリ
name's
ウスに
Relida.
作られた
I'm a creature made by the
そう
great
言っ
earth
たら
spirit
通じるか
Caelus. Makes sense to you now? His comment only befuddled them even more. Regardless, Relida pressed on.
ラグレスが生きていたのは俺が作
I
られ
don't
るより
know
も
how
前の
much
話
about
だから
Ragul.
あま
I
り
don't know
詳
much
し
about
くはない
Raguels since he lived way before I was created.
けどセリウスはラグレスの
But
名が出る
Celius
たびに
always had a sad smile on his
寂しそうに笑
face
ってた。
whenever we talked about the guy.
教えてくれ1000年前
What in
一
the
体
world
何があっ
happened a
た
thousand years ago? Tell us! Lee's response threw them for a loop.
ねえあなたたち
You care that deeply for the
その
archdragon?
マスタードラゴンは大切
Yeah.
な人
Yeah, Rady's good in this route. He's alright in this route, I think. He's alright. He's not my favourite, he's been tainted now. You care that deeply for the archdragon? Sure, Pashalia and the prince might not have understood what they were talking about. But to them, the answer was obvious.
もちろん大
Of
切な仲間だよ
course! He's our friend!
ならばこれからす
In
る
that
話は
case, this will be painful for
あ
you
な
to
たたち
hear.
にとって辛い話になる聞けば絶望するかもしれない
You may be driven to despair.
それでも
Do you still wish to learn the truth?
真実を知りたい
I'm just gonna mute my mic for a second. Look at each other. The three nodded in agreement.
聞かせてほしい。だってビリオも言っ
Please
てた
tell
から。
us. I believe Vilio's words.
希望は必ずある。
There's always hope.
王様に願いを申し出
Maybe
た
the
ら
king will help you
叶え
out
て
if
も
you
らえるかも
ask
しれ
him.
ねえし。だから最後の最後まで
So,
諦
don't
めんな
you
よ。
ever give up until the very end.
だから
Vilio's so
真実を知った上
nice.
で自分たちのすべきことを考
We'll
え
come
る
up
よ
with a plan once we know the truth.
どんな真実が待ってたとしても僕たちは絶対に
No matter what awaits
諦めたり
us,
しない。
we'll never give up. So my current theory is that Vilio has to be like corrupted into a fiend or something to absorb them all. And then we have to seal him away. And I think to solve it, he's going to share half his power with us. So he doesn't have to be sealed away no more.
眩しいわねあなたたちは
As someone who's been corroded by my
ずっと
regrets,
後悔を引きずっ
I
て
find
い
you
る
three
私には
almost too dazzling.
少
A smile flitted across her face as she finally entrusted them with the lacrima earrings.
すごい魔力
Such powerful bladder.
体の調子はどうだパサリア
How are you feeling, Pashalia?
うん
I don't either.
すごく楽になったよ。水時計も回
I
復
feel
してる。
so much better. The water hourglass is replenishing too. Despite suffering from vastitas, Pashalia had been sustained by his synchronization with Vita. Now he had the earrings, he recovered completely and was no longer running from death. I love Leave too! She's good. All three of them heaved a sigh of relief. Right then, Leave opened her mouth once more.
マスタードラゴンラグレス
Raguels, the archdragon,
私たちの
was our
大
dear
切な
friend.
友はねあの日
That
世界
fateful
の
day,
礎になった
he
の
became
よ
the cornerstone of the world. Look. No! We're not gonna hear the law? Several days after everyone left, I was in the kitchen bright and early. I found myself thinking of them as I prepared breakfast. I wonder how they're doing. I heard there's a riot happening in Cultura. Feeling anxious, I let out a sigh and looked around. No one here. Our home base felt empty and bleak. It was practically deserted. Vilio, our ray of sunshine, had been confined to his tent for the past few days. He didn't eat anything yesterday. It's worrying, especially since he's always so excited when it comes to food. I stayed behind to take care of Vilio. In truth, however, there was nothing I could do for him. All I've ever done is mop his sweat and bring him water. Do you remember what I said before, though? We're friends. We're Circus. Let's all take another trip around the world, and this time, Prince Colvis will be joining us. I chose to tag along after saying all that. And yet, I haven't been able to help him at all, now that I know he's going through it. Thinking about that made me so depressed. Ew, what an awful face. What happened to your previous, moderate cuteness? Junior's remark derailed my train of thought. I looked up to see him wrinkling his nose at me. I know. Oh, hey, Ginger. How's Vilio doing?
明け方からずっと眠ってるわ。ちょっとずつ浄化が進んでるのか、多少は良くなってるみたいね。
He's been asleep since dawn. He looks much better now, so I suppose the purification is coming along. Oh, what a relief. Yeah? Junior took a step forward before I could even finish my sentence. He's doing the pouty face. Then he pinched my nose. Hard.
それより
By the
私に
way,
似てる間は休んで
what are you doing here?
言ったはずだけ
I'm pretty sure I told you to get some rest,
これは何かし
didn't
ら
I? I'm just making some soup since I thought he'd be able to eat it. I can't sleep with all this stuff playing in my mind anyway. I'm just making use of my spare time, I guess. He shot me the judgiest look I've ever seen. Good old Junior.
あなた、そこ変わりなさい。
Switch with me. I'll handle the cooking. With a big sigh, the blonde man dragged me out the kitchen. Huh? But I'm still not done with...
つべこべ言わずとっとと変わる。
No objections.
それで、そこ座ってなさい。
Go sit over there
眠れなく
and
て
shut
も
your
目を閉
eyes,
じる。
even if you're not
いい？
sleepy. Do you hear me? Yes, sir. I love Junior. 1 hour of kitchen exile later.
はーい、お待たせ。
Here you are, madame. Whoa, mans can cook! Junior arranged a colourful breakfast in front of me. Whoa, I wasn't expecting this. He's like a noble. I wasn't expecting him to be able to cook, man. Junior's a good man. Freshly baked bread with a delicious aroma to whet the appetite. Minestrone to warm the body from head to toe. Classic sausage and eggs served with a side of salad. He even prepared orange slices for dessert. My mouth was watering like crazy as I ogled the ideal breakfast.
何よその口。あんでもしてほしいの？
Why are you letting your mouth hang open? You want me to feed you like a baby bird? Ah, no, I'm just surprised is all. I've never seen you cook, not even once.
そりゃ必要なかったもの。イーオンとあなたがいるんだ。
Why should I when you and Eon can do it for me? You could have helped us out if you were this good at it.
いやよ。私無駄なことはしない主義。
love Ginia. No, thank you. It goes against my principles to do pointless tasks.
しなくていいことに時間かけるなんておバカなことだと思わない
What kind of fool would waste their time or something if they don't have to? His haughty remark. At his haughty remark, I thought. I wasn't expecting to have to answer a question to Ginia. Can't agree with that. Yes. I don't think it's super to try though. I believe anything is possible if you put in the effort. Never, and it never changed Ginia. Respect. And yet, if it's not meant to be, the time you've invested is hardly a waste. Although Ginia cocked an eyebrow at me, I kept talking. There could be detours along the way, but the journey isn't meaningless. Who knows, maybe you'll discover something new. I learned that over the course of our trip. I didn't want to go on the journey at first. I treasured my time in Liba and refused to spend it anywhere else. However, I can say with confidence now that I didn't regret my decision. This journey has been so much fun. At the same time, being away from Liba made me realise the joy of having a home to return to. Travelling and getting to know everyone have been such good fortune that I wouldn't dare take it back.
恥ずかしいくらい青臭い意見ね
You're being so naive. I'm having secondhand embarrassment. Can't say I fully disagree there. He gave a big shrug of his shoulders.
まあ無駄っていうのは言い過ぎたかしら
Well, I guess I went too far with the whole pointless thing.
だけどやっぱり世の中には
Still,
諦めた方が
I
いいこ
stand
と
by
なん
my
て
earlier
たくさんあ
point.
るわ
There are a lot of things in this world that aren't worth your time.
例えば叶わない恋とか
Like, say, unrequited love. Catching on to what he wanted to say, I stopped talking.
私は前に忠告したはずよ
I believe I
ビ
told
リ
you
オに
this
だ
once
けは
before.
恋するなって
Do not fall in love with Vilio. Oops. Oops.
もう一度だけ言うわ
Time for a
彼
reminder,
に恋をするの
methinks.
はや
Do
めた
not fall for him. Move on. Ginny was dead serious. His usual blasé attitude was nowhere to be seen. He was really worried about me. At the same time... oops. At the same time, this only raised more questions. Why? Is it because Vilio is a dragon? I did hear that things tend to go south when a human marries a Fey beast. But there are also cases where things...
違うわそうじゃない
That's not the issue here. What is it then? I bit my lip fretfully. Ginia still hadn't told me the most important thing. You see, I don't really know whether this feeling in my heart is really love. What I do know is that I'm so worried about Vilio that it pains me. While I'm aware of his mission, I don't want him to work himself to death. Whatever I'm feeling, I want to hold on to it forever.
本当に頑固ね
You're one stubborn
一体
girl.
誰に似たんだか
Makes me wonder who you take after. Instead of snapping at me, he gave me a sheepish look. Maybe he'd expected my reply.
諦めた方がいい理由はね
As for why you
私
should give
の
up
口
on
から言う
him,
べきじゃない
it's not my story to tell.
だから
Try asking Vilio himself.
ラグレスはどうなったの
Ask him what happened to Regulus. Come again? Why Regulus? I'm assuming this is what Leaf told them. Ginia returned his attention to breakfast, refusing to elaborate. This man knows too much. Are you awake, Vilio?
ああ起きてるぜ
Yeah, I was
寝す
sleeping
ぎて
here so
体から根
much.
が生えそう
I'm
だ。
afraid I'm gonna grow roots. After breakfast, I dropped by Vilio's tent. Good, his complexion looks way better than last time. You seem to be a lot better now.
たく、みんな心配しすぎなんだよ。
See,
もうすっ
you
かり
guys
元
are
気だっ
such
て。
worrywarts. I'm doing great. Last time you said that you passed out. Get him.
今度こそ大丈夫だから。なんなら服めくって確認するか？
I'm not lying this time, I swear. Should I strip so I can prove it? Ew, no need to do that. Vilio was back to his usual self. My lips quirked up into a smile. I would have loved if we could have kept chatting cheerfully. But we couldn't.
だから
Try asking Vilio himself.
ラグレスはどうなったの？
Ask him what happened to Regulus. I had a sinking feeling something bad would happen if I ignored Junior's warning. Say, Vilio. Once we were past the small talk, I broached the subject. Do you remember what you said during our show in Arthea? You know how Passio's version of Regulus' story is sort of different than ours?
ああ、言ったけど。
I did say that, yeah. At the end of our performance, Regulus continued to watch over Arthea and his friends from afar. So what happened to him in the end? His wary eyes seemed to bore right through me. I took a reflexive step back, but that didn't stop me from pressing the issue. I didn't think much of it back then, since I thought that was that. But then I realised his name never appeared again. He wasn't there when Arthur and the four great spirits founded their cities, or for anything else. It was as if... Vilio offered a bitter smile that stopped me from saying anything more.
あんま言いたくなかったんだけどな。
Honestly, I just didn't want to talk about it.
いや、言い訳か。
No, that's just an excuse.
ラグレスの話をショーに使った時点で、
I assumed things would turn out this way after we used Ragul's tale for the show.
心のどっかで、あんたにだけは
Maybe
知
somewhere
っ
in
て
my
いてほし
heart,
かったのかも
I
な。
wanted you to know about this.
他の奴らは気づかなくても、
Even the others didn't
あんたに
notice.
だけはって。
I wanted you to. What are you saying? I don't get it. Vilio smiled again, then closed his eyes.
もう大体察しはついてると思うけどよ。
I'm sure you already got it figured out already.
ラグレスがあの話以降
Why do you think
Sigurd
Ragul's never
Krishna.
makes another appearance after that?
死んだからだ。
Because he's dead. Huh?
なら誰よりも強い力を持つ者として
As someone with unrivaled strength,
俺の
I
なす
can
べ
only
き
do
ことは
one
た
thing.
だ一つ。彼らの輝かしい物語に
I will protect this radiant tale
暗い影
from
が
the
落ちな
murky
い
shadows
よ
that
う
will
守ること。
consume it. Hey, Radiant Tale, that's the name of the movie!
そう。この先
Forever and ever, for the rest of time. During the final scene of our Arthea show, Ragul's was left alone as he watched his friends build city after city.
あれは比喩でも何でもない。本当
It is a shocking revelation.
そのままの意味だ。
It's not a metaphor or anything. He's really dead.
ラグレスはアーテイルが願った。
Regulus devoured all
み
the
んなが
thieves in
幸せ
the
に
world
暮らせる
so
世界の
Arthea
た
could
め
realize his dream,
世界中
building
の
a
魔
happy
物を
world
食らい
where
尽くして
everyone can live happily. They said the thing, they sure
取り
did.
込んだ負の感情を抑えきれず
Unable to suppress the negative emotions he'd absorbed, he sealed his whole body away. His whole body?
あんたももう分かって
You
る
must
だ
have
ろ
realized it by now. Even if an archdragon is able to purify fiends,
魔物を浄化
there's
す
a
る
limit to
力
our
には限度
power.
があるいくら魔物を食って浄化しても魔物が増加する速
No
度の
matter
方
how
が
many
速けれ
fiends we
ば
devour,
焼け
It
石に
doesn't
水
help
でし
much
か
when
ない
their number keeps increasing.
1000年前も同じだった
The same thing happened 1,000 years ago.
魔物が増える速度に浄化機能が追いつかない
His purification ability couldn't keep up with the fiend population.
だからラグレスは自然浄
That's
化を
why
諦めて
he
魔
gave
物を
up
食らい
and kept
続
on
け
eating fiends until the more he told me, the colder I felt. Sweat dotted my body, sliding down my spine. Raguels continued to consume fiends, despite knowing his purification couldn't keep up. He devoured them all, unable to hold them back. Then he sealed himself away and died. Oh no! Are you going to end up like that too? His ephemeral smile and his silence told me everything. My vision blurred. My tongue felt like lead. Even so, I forced myself to say something. You're joking. I sounded like a little kid. Right? Tell me it's a joke. Vilio, please.
けどこのまま放っておいたら
If I do nothing,
世界に魔物
the
は増え
fiend
る一方
population
だ
will only get bigger and bigger.
あんたも見ただろ
I know it's a horrid fate.
魔物に取りつかれたやつが
You've seen
どう
firsthand
なるか
what happens when people get possessed by fiends.
悪いな恨み事はあの世でまた聞かせてくれ
Save all that resentment for we meet again in another world. That was just a result of unfortunate circumstances.
違うんだあれは
No, Cirrus.
一例でしか
That
な
was
い
a sign of what's to come. I'm just gonna mute my mic for a second. He peered in my face and spoke as if coaxing a child.
なあんたは旅
Before
に
you
出る
left for this trip,
前魔物って
what kind of creatures did you think
どんな
fiends
存在
were?
だと思ってた
Huh? Well, all I had to go off were people's warnings. They said not to go near the forest because fiends attack people there.
変だと思わねえか近くにそんな危
Don't you
険な
find
存在
that
がい
weird
る
though?
のは
How people
み
could
んな
hardly
その
bat
程
an
度の
eye
認識し
when
か
such
な
a
い
dangerous creature is near? He has a point. I only knew they were dangerous. I never thought about how or why.
意図的に伏せてるんだ
We keep it a secret on purpose.
貴族の上層部と
Aside from the
一部の治
nobles,
安維持隊以
higher
外には
ups, and some officers in the
具体
security
的な危険
forces,
性が伝わら
no
な
one
いよ
knows how dangerous they really are.
必要
Why
以上
though?
に恐怖を生まないためだ
Because we don't want to incite unnecessary fear. He then drew a diagram with his fingertips.
仮に大量の魔物が街
People
を
will be
襲えば
frightened if a large number of fiends attack
人
the
々は
city,
恐怖する
and new fiends will be born from
そし
that.
て増えた魔物がまた街を
Those
襲
new
い
fiends will attack the town,
それに恐
scaring
怖
the
した人
citizens
々の心
further,
で
and thereby creating even more fiends.
恐怖が一度広まっちまえば
Once the terror
もう
spreads,
誰に
no
も
one
止
can
められな
stop
い
it.
恐怖が恐怖を呼んで
People only get more and more
世界
upset,
は瞬く間に魔物に覆われ
and the
ちまう
world will be filled with fiends in no time.
実際魔物の
In
種が
fact,
生まれやすい森の
The
近くの
fiends had
小さな
decimated
村
some
は
small villages near
い
the
くつも壊
forests.
滅させられてるもうたくさんの人
They've
間が
killed so many people.
国が事実を伏せてるだけで
The world is already crumbling.
実際に
The country is hiding this truth
崩
from
壊は起こり
everyone.
始めてるんだ町や都市には魔物よけの魔法
Several
がかけ
cities
られ
and
てるから
towns are
比
relatively
較的
safe
安全
since they're protected by
とは
strong
言っても
magic.
それだって量で押されれ
But
ば
those barriers probably
持た
won't
ない
hold
可
much
能性が
longer
高い
should they increase in number. My lips were stuck shut. I couldn't even say a word. I watched Vilio devour fiends. I saw Avi get possessed. Yet the threat they had posed had always seemed so unreal. I convinced myself that all the things I saw were the culmination of unlucky coincidences. And until now, I believed it. It reminds me of an anime. Which anime? But it turned out the truth is being hidden to avoid stoking worldwide fear. The fiends were already on our doorstep. I never knew that. Sorry. I didn't want to frighten you.
できればあんたには魔物の恐ろしさなんて
To be honest,
知らないままでいてほし
I'd
かった
rather you didn't know anything about how scary they can be. Yeah, I get it. That might make even more of them.
怖がるやつが一人増えても
Well,
今すぐどうこうはな
they're
い
not gonna blow up just because one person gets frightened. He chuckled in amusement, then gently stroked my hair. Oh, a cute CG. Oh! He lifted a lock and then brushed it against his lips. Earlier on we spoke about how couples play with each other's hair. What does this mean? What does this mean? You don't know anything about Warhammer, yeah, me too. I know nothing about it.
そういうんじゃなくてさ
I mean, I just never want to see you looking anxious.
あんたにはいつも笑っててほし
I'd
いから
rather you
さ
keep on smiling forever, Cirrus. I clutched my chest, suppressing the wave of pain that threatened to surge forth. The CG's so cute! Everything was clear to me now. I finally knew why Vilio had kept the truth from me and everyone else. The more he fought, the more we would worry about him. It was why he tried to put an end to this alone, keeping everything to himself. It only made sense for him to exterminate the fiends, ending their expansion without anyone knowing a thing. Even if I understood the reason, it was utterly heartbreaking. Tell me something, Vilio. Why are you the only one that has to carry this heavy burden?
それが俺の使命だからだよ
Because that's my mission.
俺しかできないから
I'm doing it because no one else can. Nothing's wrong with that,
何も
right?
間違ってないだろ
But that's just... Vilio was right in front of me, yet he felt so far away. I couldn't be of any help to him. I couldn't even turn the pain in his face into a smile. Oh no. Vilio. I felt like my chest would burst with regrets. Oh no, we're crying. Is there really nothing I could do? Not a single thing that will ease his suffering? Annoyed by my own uselessness, I chewed my lip and lip so hard it nearly split. It was when I remembered the conversation I had with my dad.
ずっとずっと昔のお
It's
と
a
ぎ
fairy
話さ
tale from long, long ago.
これは今から300年前の物語
300 years ago.
一人の少女がドラゴンに
A
恋をし
girl
て
and a dragon fell
ド
in
ラゴンも
love.
また少女に恋をしただけど少女はドラゴンに比
But
べ
the
て
girl was far
あ
too
まりにも
small
ちっ
and
ぽくて
fragile
弱
compared
い
to the
存在で
dragon.
どれだけ互いを思い合っていても
Even
ず
though
っ
their
と一
feelings
緒
are
には生き
mutual,
られない
they can never be together.
それを嘆き悲しむ少女にドラゴンは
The dragon
自
then
分の力を
decided
分け与
to
える
share
こと
some
に
of
し
his
た
power with his broken-hearted love. The dragon bride shared his power. Vilio seemed puzzled by my mumbling. It's another story my dad told me a while back. He said a dragon once shared his power with a human girl, the dragon's bride. If I had that power, do you think I could help you? I get that no normal human could assist a one-of-a-kind dragon. But who knows, maybe if I had that power, I could do something after all. Instead of supporting you from the sidelines, I could help lessen your...
ダメだ
Out of the question. He firmly rejected the idea. Why? It may be a retired tradition, but you never said we can't do it.
そういう問題じゃない
That's not the problem here.
今俺の体は取り
My
込んだ
body
負の
can
感情を
barely
ギリギリ
purify
で
the
浄化
negative
してる。
emotions I've absorbed.
もしここで誰かに力を分けちまったら
Oh, there's a Dragon Bride webtoon? If I shared my power with anyone else,
やっと抑え込んでる分が溢れ出して
these negative emotions would
周りにどんな
overflow.
影響を与えるか
And
わからない。
I don't know how they'd affect other people.
力が足りなきゃ魔物を食えなくなる。
I can't devour fiends if I don't have enough
マ
power.
スタードラゴンの役目を
I
果
wouldn't
た
be
せ
able
な
to
くなる。
finish my mission as the Archdragon.
俺の力が減るだけで相手が魔
I'd
物を
only be
浄化でき
reducing
るよ
my
う
own
になるわけでも
power.
ない。
It's not like my partner would gain the ability to consume fiends.
だから力を分
There's
け与
no
えても意
point in
味がないん
sharing
だ。
it.
それに
Nothing good would come from having a dragon's power anyway.
受け取ってもいいことなんてない。特に
It
あん
just
たには似合わない。
doesn't suit you.
普通を大切にする。
Don't you
あん
value
たには
your ordinary life, Cirrus? I mean, yes, but... Another sorrowful smile. In the end, even if I gained some power, it wouldn't fix anything. Instead of helping him, it would only worsen his pain and suffering. His efforts would be in vain.
竜の花嫁にするにはお互いがお互いを
Besides, a
心
human
か
can
ら
only
思い
become
合
a
ってなきゃい
dragon's
けない。
bride if their feelings are mutual.
力を与える側も
Both sides have to
与えられ
pledge
る
an
側も
eternal vow to love
相
each
手を誰
other
より愛
more than
し
anyone else in the
生
world.
涯のつがいとする誓い力の譲渡が行われるの
Only
は
once they swear that oath
あ
can
く
the
まで
dragon
もその
transfer
誓い
some
の
of their
副産
power.
物だからそう簡単にできることじゃない。
It's not as easy as you think.
あんたの気持ちは
I
嬉しかったけど
appreciate
な
the thought, though. He never outright rejected me. It was just a simple explanation. But the furrow in his brow was enough of an answer. An eternal vow of love. He's basically telling me he can't do that with me. What was I expecting anyway? I said I wanted to be of help, sure. Yet my true feelings ran much deeper. Oh. Dredging up a hollow reply, I forced a smile. Ah! Ah! Look for another way. Seems like there's no way I can help. I'm only making things harder for you.
いやそんなこと
That's not what I... That's why I'm gonna look for another way. I know, it's sad, it's really sad. At the very least, I can make you some amazing meals. Cirrus, you. I'm gonna go out for a bit, alright? Got some shopping to do. I'll make you something tasty, so just sit tight and relax.
あ
Okay. Oh! They both like each other, damn it! His troubled smile gripped my heart in a vice. Unable to look at him any longer, I left the tent. This is so frustrating! I know, stop playing with our emotions. How we doing? How we doing with the root? Ah! Only 3 more questions.
そうだな
That made me so happy. I know, I want to cry. Who were those melancholy words meant for? They rose from his lips and faded into the sky, never reaching anyone's ears. He likes her too! He likes her too! I'd practically run away from Vilio, zooming out of the tent like that. I had Jinya buy the rest of the ingredients and headed downtown. I know. I can't do this anymore. As I walked down the streets, the townspeople gaped at me like I was a ghost. My heart ached so badly, I couldn't have cared less. I said I wanted to do whatever I could to help. But there's nothing at all. On the contrary,
竜の花嫁にするには
a human
お互い
can
がお
only
互い
become a
を
dragon's bride if their feelings are
心から
mutual.
思い合ってなきゃいけない。だからそう
It's
簡単
not
に
as
でき
easy
る
as
こ
you
とじゃ
think.
ない。あんたの気持ちは
I appreciate the thought though.
嬉しかったけどな。
I only gave him a hard time. I held on to the thread of hope after hearing the word bride. This love was going nowhere, yet I let myself get hurt. The thing was, Vilio was the one in real pain here. What I felt was nothing in comparison. Even so, the heartache wouldn't stop. I was being awfully selfish. I'm just imposing on him with my feelings. I let out a deep breath, rubbing my teary eyes.
ラグレスがあの
Why do you
話
think Raguel's never made an appearance after
姿
that?
を消したのは死んだからだ。
Because he's dead. He did it because he had no other choice. He had to save the world. Screw the world. I don't want Vilio to die. Even if the world perished, I wanted Vilio to live. How egotistical of me. Besides, he would never want that in a million years. It wasn't as though I could ease his suffering either. We're just like, screw the world! My truest desires were nothing more than self-serving. I was horrible. Whoa, that's a pretty illustration though. The night sky is really pretty. Weathering my inner tempest, I looked up at the sky. Oh! My feet had carried me to the sage tower. It loomed over me, reaching toward the heavens. Should I go see Mum and Dad? I walked inside, hoping it might clear my mind a little. Huh? Huh? Researchers normally hustle to and fro in silence. Today there was a huge ruckus. What's going on? As I looked around in confusion, a researcher in white came running up to me from the entrance.
君、一体何をしている？
What in the world are you doing? Are you talking to me? I'm just here to see my parents, so...
いや、何でもいい。早くここから
Who
離
cares
れるん
about
だ。
that? Get away from here right now! What's going on? What? Did something happen?
この先の研究室から魔物が逃げ出したんだよ。
Fiends have escaped from the lab ahead.
私は避難誘導に回る。
I'll help people
今すぐここを
evacuate,
離れるように。
so leave this place immediately. Fiends? I shoved a hand in my pocket, digging for something. It didn't take me long to retrieve it. Thank goodness I brought it with me. My hand was on the Colores amulet I got when we went to watch Vilio eat fiends. Gripping the item tightly, I raised my voice. Let me help!
それは助かるな。
That'd be great, but it's too dangerous. I have an amulet. I can at least resist if they attack me.
わかった。だが魔物を見つけたらすぐにその場を離れてく
You
れ。
better get away if you see one. I will! Oh my god! The drama! I'm stressed out! I'm really stressed! I got used to guiding people thanks to my days in the circus. However, the people inside the lab seem to be unaware of the commotion outside. This floor is dangerous! Please move downstairs right away!
なんだなんだ何があったって
Did something happen?
わからんが事故があったらしい。
No
早く
idea,
逃げるぞ。
but it looks like there's been an accident. We better escape quick. Keep calm and evacuate. I ran around the floor, opened one door after another, and called out to the people inside. Phew. Looks like Mum and Dad already left. Heaving a sigh of relief, I turned around to walk back the hallway. But then... Oh no! My eyes flew wide open when I found a woman crouching down in the corner of the room. There's danger on this floor. Please head downstairs as quickly as possible. I know. There are fiends roaming around, right? Yes. Are your legs injured by any chance? I'll lend you my shoulder, so let's go. No, not until I find my daughter. Oh God. Oh God, the drama. I'm stressed out. What? When we were trying to evacuate, I got pushed to the ground. Before I realised it, my daughter was gone. I racked my brain for a way to help the panicked mother. What should I do? Should I leave her here and go look for her daughter instead? But what if a fiend appears? With her injury, she won't be able to escape. It didn't take me long to come up with a solution. Alright, I'll go find your daughter. Hold on to this and stay here. Don't go anywhere. Did she just give her the amulet? What's this? It's a Chloris amulet. As long as you have this on you, you'll be fine even if the fiends attack you. What about you? If push comes to shove, I'll just run away. Regretting the time I wasted to coax her, I dashed back to the hallway. I flung open door after door until I found her. Oh no! Oh my God! She was cornered by a fiend! Hey, over here, come on! Don't look back, just run! My voice snapped her out of it and she sprinted out the door. I hate the noise they make. At that moment, the fiend's face flickered eerily as it came straight towards me. It seemed like it found a new target. The girl managed to escape. If I run now, I should be... But it was too late. The fiend reached out his appendage and slammed me to the ground. Oh God! Oh no! With its sticky hand, it grabbed hold of my head. It wasn't painful per se. A viscous heat flowed into my brain like lava. Soon enough, my consciousness sank into darkness. Excuse me? No. You can't end the chapter here? What do you mean? It's too late for me to do another one. So we're gonna have to leave it on this cliffhanger. I'm gonna end it on this cliffhanger, oh my God! Stress. Anyway, let's go back to happier times. Let's go back to happier times when Vilio fell on the floor and it was very funny. Oh my God, I'm so stressed out. So, we'll continue this next week. Not like this. I know, I'm stressed out too. But we'll find out what happens next week. It's okay, look, Vilio fell over and then they made a round dragon balloon. It's all fine. It's all fine. Nothing's wrong. Okay, so we'll be back with this next week. I might do it early next week so we can see what happens as soon as possible. So I'll end things here for today. I hope you've enjoyed all being stressed out together. Man, this story's good. be prepared for chapter 9. I'm worried. Oh no. Oh no. I'm scared. So I will be releasing a new schedule tomorrow. Expect Radiant Tale early in the week, I guess. So I'll see you all then. But in the meantime, I hope you all enjoy the rest of your day, night, or evening. And I'll see you all again very, very soon. Bye, everyone!